Just witnessed possibly the craziest week in crypto that we have ever seen. I mean, from the meme coin space going crazy to insider information and malpractice and governments rugging. It is crazy to see the drama in crypto. It's truly the world's greatest soap opera. However, the market is obviously reacting very negatively to this. Bitcoin sitting at 93,000 as I'm recording this. Most altcoin sectors are getting absolutely crushed. Conviction is at an all-time low during this cycle, and it feels like a lot of people think we have topped locally. I'm going to go over in this video why that could be the case and why some risk management could be smart, but there's also great long-term opportunities out there in the right narratives, and Solana is struggling. And if you're in the Solana ecosystem, where can you potentially pivot to actually make money in this market? Because despite the overall altcoin market being down, I can assure you there are plenty of opportunity to cook in this market. So I'm going to go over that right now. And as always, guys, be sure to drop down below, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel for more every week and every day here on In the Game. We have you covered from gaming, AI, RWA, and more. And of course, big shout out to our sponsors here on the channel. We have our exchange partners, Bybit, Blowfin, we have WeX. I would highly recommend checking them out down below. Blowfin, no KYC. That is personally where I place the majority of my longs and shorts. And of course, a shout out to 𝗪𝗪𝗀𝗀, Moon Tropica, Medieval Empires, as well as Cradle Games. And a big shout out today to Medieval Empires. They have been absolutely crushing it. And one thing I like about Medieval Empires is there's still a play to earn type of aspect to it. You can jump in and be rewarded in their token, but the economy is super healthy. And as far as this style of game, I think that this genre is very underutilized in crypto gaming. We have a bunch of card games and a bunch of carbon copies of certain things, but this really is one of those great empires, building bases, building out different structures and this type of thing inside this ecosystem. You can build your empire, recruit your forces, get your land in Medieval Empires. They have weekly leaderboards and rewards here in this ecosystem, partnered up with Immutable, Polygon, Beam, and more. So a big shout out to Medieval Empires today on In the Game. And of course, the market has been rough. Look, we just are right above 94K as I'm recording this on Tuesday. And this is crazy. Like the altcoin space, if we just filter this out over the 30 days, it's looking bleak. I mean, this is pretty ridiculously down bad. And of course, there have been some subjects in the market that are getting hit hard due to the big scandal, the Argentina scandal, of course. And, what's crazy to me is the amount of things and projects that are associated to it, not just the high level VC that helped ሊብራcoin and Melania, all that stuff, but the fact that Meteora and also Jupiter are kind of caught up in the mix, and KIP protocol, it's a huge mess. These projects are getting hit so hard in this insider scheme. And I have to say, I have taken a loss on the meme token at this point because they are caught up in this freaking craziness that's going on out there. And it was trading at 150 million. Now it's trading at literally like 70 million due to all this malpractice. They apparently were dumping the coins in the back end. And, I love using Meteora as a platform, but what we've seen this week in crypto is unacceptable. Look, there's been a lot of stuff in the space. KOLs take deals, and there are quote unquote insiders in this industry, but the way that the sniping and the rumors that are out there regarding these tokens, it's absolutely crazy. I loved this tweet from Icy though. A lot of people on the left side of the bus here are like, I'm not an insider, but now you're looking out the window, the green pastures, that you're not an insider, because this is definitely going to be a huge scandal in crypto regarding this Libra token and all the things that have gone on behind the scenes with Jupiter and Meteora and their local meme tokens. So absolute craziness. You can never really predict what's going to happen in the world's best soap opera in the world. Altcoins are taking the brunt of it at the moment in time, but this could mark one of those times in this cycle that could be a turnaround. But I do think, unfortunately, we're going to be in a stalemate for quite a while. I would not be surprised if altcoins have, for the most part, seen their local top. We never really have seen a bull run for altcoins yet. I think Bitcoin's going to be trending probably sideways, if not just chopping up and down over the course of the next couple of months. But it's going to be rough, especially after what we've just seen as legal proceedings go forward and all of these operations. We'll see what happens from here. But I agree with Elio, and we're going to go through a couple of tweets here just regarding the meme coin space and what it's really done to this cycle. Because as fun as the trenches can be, or when you hit on a meme coin, overall, it is so toxic for the growth and the liquidity for good projects in crypto. So as Elio says here, memes were really fun when there were like 10 that mattered and we can all root for them and win together. However, it was a bear market thing, right? We all rooted when the market wasn't clicking. Memes were super fun. We had Pepe, we had stuff like Mog, and Brett came up, and then we had all these different coins. It's fun when nothing else is happening, right? But it's not fun when we're literally near the cusp of a bull run. Trump and administration and actual governments that aren't rugging their meme coins are pushing things forward. But, it was really never going to be sustainable. And when we had just a few, the Pepes, the Doges, the Shibs to root for, that was how meme coins were supposed to operate. But not like what Miles shows here. In January, there were 600,000 new tokens minted. This is not the way that, number one, crypto is supposed to operate. This is not the way meme coins were, brought upon us. And Solana right now is getting absolutely rinsed because what has Solana been the last 8 months? It's been just the casino. People trade there and they are just in the casino trying to hit a meme coin, etc. And I agree with Becker here. On this channel, of course, I've done meme coin trading. I've gotten in on MLG. I was in on M3, and that one did not go well. Like, you take wins, you take losses in meme coins. And I was in on Trump. I did very well on Trump. I actually lost money on Melania whenever I tried to get in. So these things go up and down. I luckily was away from the computer when Libra launched, but a lot of people give Becker, Elio, myself a lot of crap on this channel that I'm gung-ho about. There will be a gaming run. There's going to be a big AI run. There's going to be a big RWA run. And I want to be positioned when that happens. And what we just saw is probably going to be one of the big catalysts of the cycle that could actually drive attention and value back to utility coins. And whenever it happens, I will not be gentle about it because you guys in the comments are ruthless. Gaming's dead. We'll never see another run again. So, we do keep tabs on that. And whenever that happens, I think that, we'll all be able to victory lap the fact that we had convictions in these different narratives. It is unfortunate, the short-term, losses in the meme coin space, but we just have to move forward. And, coming up, we have 11.7 billion in FTX repayments. It's estimated that about 6 to 7 billion are going back in the hands of crypto investors. Maybe they cash it out. Maybe they put it into the market. We really don't know how that's going to affect it. I wouldn't say that this is going to be some sort of a crazy catalyst for it's not going to stimulate the market, but I do wonder what is going to happen with that liquidity. And even if we can keep a few billion of those into the market, that would be a very bullish activity. But looking forward, okay, right now, what would I be doing in this market from a risk management perspective? What would I be doing in this market from a trading perspective, opportunities perspective? What would I be looking for? And what would I be optimizing my allocations for the future? I'm going to go over that right now. For me, number one, what should you be doing with your altcoin portfolio? That is the question that I think you have to have at the priority at this point in time. So just like looking at your portfolio allocations, for me, this is the red line of my portfolio. And I'm sure most people out there are having a similar red line unless you've been participating in certain ecosystems, which I am going to talk about in this video because I still think there are money-making opportunities in the market. But for your long-term stack, number one, I would cut out any meme coin that isn't a premier meme coin. Okay, I'm talking about Mog, I'm talking about Brett, Pepe, Doge, Sheeb. At the very minimum, I would cut out any of the speculative crap. Like, there's so much out there that is just springboarded up. MLG at 160 million, and then this whole thing happens. The LA vape cabal kind of like gets exposed a little bit, and coins can just vanish in an instant, and it is a rough market for meme coins. So for me, I would absolutely cut out any of the really, really speculative meme coins in your portfolio, and I would roll with just the high level stuff. That being said, I still have conviction in MLG. I still like MLG. I still hold MLG, and I'm willing to have a degen bag there. But at the same time, if you're having a long-term port here, I'm looking for probably Brett, Mog, and there's not much others. Those have been my long-term ones, and I'm still willing to hold those for the long haul as a typical community-driven meme coin allocation. But then, moving in, I would just completely consolidate any bag that you don't have confidence in. Like anything that's not premier level, top level gaming, AI, RWA. If you have a low cap coin, this is not the market for low cap coins. I will just tell you that right now. We could see a crazy couple of months here in altcoins as we're waiting on maybe legal proceedings from this Libra token, etc. As the market rebounds, a lot of liquidity was just lost with this coin. A lot of liquidity was sucked out of the market with Trump and Melania. So we're going through this stage. It's definitely a cleanse. So you should also be cleansing your portfolio. For me, gaming, I'm in my top stuff. AI, I'm in my top coins. And RWA, I'm in a couple of projects there. We'll talk about this going through this video as well, the coins that really I'd have full confidence sitting in, because at this point in time, there's not many of them. And this stage of crypto gives us that big grand eye-opening that like most these projects and most the people in this space, it is not worth putting your money or your time into, but I think that there are in each industry and each narrative projects that are doing the right thing, and that's where I want to keep my capital. And that's in gaming, AI, and RWA. It's time to potentially go back to regularly programmed, television here, basically, regularly scheduled programming, and get the utility coin market back pumping. And right now, there's a lot coming up. We have the 𝗨𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, which is an upcoming AI. It's like a SocialFi type of thing. They just took their snapshot for their upcoming TGE as well. So 𝗨𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 coming up right around the corner. We also have the OpenSea airdrop, which could give some now extremely much needed liquidity back into the market because, like I said, there were some catalysts recently that took money from the players in the market. So hopefully OpenSea airdrop, 𝗨𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 airdrop, maybe the Doodles airdrop does something for those holders, but we need a little bit of I would just say an inflow of cash and capital for the people that are really feeling it in this market. We also have AVAX pre-sales cooking, the gun token and mainnet coming up around the corner, and Parallel Colony. So let's dive into these opportunities and where I would be looking and spending time in this market. Because right now, it's been a trader's market, not a holder's market. So number one, I would trim up my altcoin portfolio tremendously. Gaming, for me, Ronin, Super, Prime, Beam, Zentree. I like Xborg. I like XAI. I would say in like Wilder World. There's the 8 right there that I would say are like my big basket of coins I'm willing to hold and see through this cycle, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of speculation, a lot of games that you could bet on. I do like Crown still. I do like Carrot. But betting on low market cap games right now is a really hard proposition. I love Moon Tropica, etc. But right now, this is not the market for those tokens. Unfortunately, we're in a game right now, no pun intended, with crypto gaming that is just very rough on the low market cap stuff. So when it comes to gaming, I would consolidate super top level just into infrastructure plays. And I have to give a big shout to Ronin. I mean, Ronin's been pretty consistent during these time periods. It's been ranging between $1.20 and $1.80 for quite some time. So this has been holding up quite well. But right now we have Beam under a cent. Okay, Beam is under a cent, and we are looking at, with Beam, they've recently burned 40 billion Beam. But because of the market downturn, it's not doing anything for the price. But whenever the market does turn around, we have a gaming run or some sort of an altcoin run. This is one of the best buys in the market right now, under 1 cent. So I love Beam at this level. Obviously, for Parallel Colony coming around the corner. Right now, Prime, guys, we're seeing generational prices that, Prime's $5.64. I never thought we would see Beam back below 1 cent. And I really never thought we would see Prime, $5 again. That's such a cheap entry. And if you're able to get an entry here, you can come into the Wayfinder app, which is their upcoming AI trading tool. This is going to be one of the biggest token generation events of 2025 in the AI sector. You can stake your Prime and earn AI Wayfinder tokens, which is the prompt token. So this is a huge opportunity in the market right now. If you have capital on the side, be able to jump over DCA stuff like Ronin, like Beam, like Prime, which are just super beat up at this point in time. And at $5, you can get a bag of Prime, come through here, stake it for the prompt token, and potentially get a nice stimulus whenever the prompt token does go live. And of course, Superverse is sitting at 60 cents. I got some alpha this weekend. The thing's coming around the corner. They are going to really consolidate the blockchain gaming trading scene in one spot, which I'm really bullish about. So Ronin, Super, Prime, Beam, amazing entry prices here. If you have the risk tolerance, and I said it last week, if you have the cojones to sit in quality and just chill, right? It has been a trader's market, but I think the trenches are going to cool. I do think these short-term attention span tokens are going to start cooling down, and we're going to see money flow back into utility. So that's what I would be looking at in the gaming scene. Oh, but hustle, gaming's dead. There's not much going on in gaming. Look, if you don't think there's much going on in gaming, we still have TGEs coming out. We have the game company, which is the gamer tag token. I love the branding, GMRT. It's AI driven, no lag. I can be playing you from Asia and our ping is non-existent, and you can play real games and earn real rewards. It is a straight up arcade for traditional games. They're already linked into stuff like Rocket League. It's not going to have that, oh, this is a copycat game. They're utilizing real technology and real games. You can play on a laptop, no ping, across the globe. This is sitting at 70 million and no one's even talking about it. This is a recent TGE. And then we have, of course, we have revenue driving coming through the door, right? Gabe Layton, Web3 mobile game Night Crows is on the path to 200 million revenue in its first year, and crypto Twitter could care less. So look, gaming is far from dead. We have InfiniGods, which has been cooking pretty hard as far as their updates and developments. Xborg's been doing some great things. Crown is making a huge wave in the Solana scene, although Solana's kind of crumbling at this point in time. Look, no one has been paying attention, but if you read between the lines and the tea leaves, Web3 gaming is going strong. So all those comments over the course that gaming will never come back, it's going to come back. And when it does, it is going to be severe. Moving on to another opportunity in this market, which is not DCAing and waiting for the narratives to play out. Look, this is the AVAX meta right now. AVAX mindshare is absolutely on fire at this point in time. The Dream, who works for AVAX, he tracks it on the Kaito dashboard, which Kaito's TGE is coming up. We actually see here the mindshare for AVAX is absolutely cooking, and so are the pre-sales. We have KET, which is sitting at 400 mil. We have the recent Wink pre-sale, which is sitting at $100 million. And there are two opportunities coming up in the next couple of weeks that I think are worthwhile. And especially if you're pivoting from Solana, I think this is where you need to be looking, especially if you're looking for a cook coming up in the short term. We have Memoria, which is Albert. Their application closes in 24 hours. I told you all about this on the last video. The application process is super simple. You jump in, you fill out some information. It's AI gaming and AI agents merged into one. WagerFi, play, host, earn. It has everything from a gaming and a degenerate standpoint, plus the AI element. I think this could do very well. They have great art, great lore, and the support. The AVAX network is all over this right now. So this is definitely one I would apply for. And then we have Blub. And honestly, I think people are looking more forward to Blub even than Albert. But Albert is the next one coming up, and I love the art, and I love the direction with the gaming, AI, etc. And then we have Blub. So reservations will open at a later date. This is getting some really good traction here, and I think you absolutely should have Blub and Albert on your radar. Do the application at the very minimum. You don't have to fill out the whole allocation if you are selected, but these last two pre-sales on Avalanche have been absolutely ripping, and I think that Albert and Blub are the next two that you should have your eyes on. Last but certainly not least is AI agent launches, AI launches, low market cap, fair launch tokens. So a lot of the time recently, these fully diluted coins that go to DEX, no pre-sales, etc. They've been doing very well. And Pandora did have some pre-sales, and they're going live on Seedify. Their TGE on base arrives on February 19th. So this is tomorrow. This is on Wednesday that this goes live. $5 million market cap, 100% unlocked to its investors. This is a really top-notch product. I've actually worked with them pretty closely here on Nexus. Our NFT holders on Nexus got allocation into this token, but I would just be looking at propositions like Pandora, a very quality product, low market cap. These things have still been cooking in this market, but we're so caught up in the Solana trenches. So I would be looking at low market cap launches, stuff like AI agents, like a Lucia, which is this token here on the Pandora network. Pandora goes live on Wednesday, the 19th. Stuff like Albert, stuff like Blub on the Avalanche side. You know, going into Prompt, being able to stake your prime for Prompt, looking forward to these airdrops with Kaito, looking forward to the OpenSea airdrop. I think our priorities right now need to be on the short-term stuff that is cooking. You know, the quality will flush itself out. We're going to get back to utility season, and your long-term port needs to be just that, your long-term port. My long-term portfolio has taken an absolute beating, but am I really like going to go race to sell everything? Am I going to say that, you know, we're going so much lower, go sell everything? No, because I'm in it for the long term. I'm looking at the next 12 months. I'm not looking at tomorrow. And I say that a lot on this channel, and I think that's the perception you need to have. You need to have your long-term port. You need to have stable coins on the side that you can play in these types of opportunities to be able to swing in and out, get some of these airdrops, get some of these pre-sale opportunities. And they have been working out quite well. So that is what I'm looking at in this market to make money in an otherwise just absolutely terrible climate. If you're not a TA trader, it's a really hard market to make money. I just gave you 3-4 different ways to position your portfolio, have quality DCAs, line yourself up for some airdrops, get involved with some pre-sales as well. So guys, like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for more. I will be back throughout the week with market updates, what I'm looking at, things I'm investing in, where I'm adjusting my portfolio, maybe even a, you know, post Libra portfolio update. I think that could be very helpful as well. So guys, like and subscribe down below. I'll see y'all on the next one. Play well, my friends. And it's hard right now, but we have to stay bullish, my friends.